was that with the 8.1?
So that was full send,
Yeah.
or not obviously full send, but from the 8.0.
Yeah.
So we're trying to obviously, the last time it's this way or that way to the 8 and the 7. One of the arch liners popped off.
Okay.
But it bulked a little bit, so we've got to just try again, you know.
Right, 2 things.
Yeah.
So same setup this run, yeah?
Yeah.
It's getting a bit warmer all the time as well.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between that spoiler and what hangs off the back normally then?
Well, this has been specifically designed and developed for drag cars, big power cars, yeah? And if you notice, a lot of them run the aluminium wing that bolts onto the back of it and sort of hangs off. And I saw many flaws in that design where it wasn't aerodynamically sufficient, do you know what I mean? So I thought what I'll do is I'll develop a one-piece boot lid with a drag spoiler, all incorporated, all carbon fibre, all incorporated into one, so literally it's just like a...
So how does that locate onto the car then?
Well, you just would take the old boot off and put a brand new boot on.
So it's from the boot back, it's not... Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a whole replacement boot lid with all of that in, so there's no rivets, no studs, no nuts and bolts, no nothing. It hangs out to cover the parachute if the car's running one.
Yeah.
So there's no turbulence around the back of the car as well, you know?
Yeah.
It's completely streamlined. It's gone out for the first time today and it's already gained 5 miles an hour more than it did the last time it went out.
Is it in testing or is it available for the general public?
It's in testing now, but we're confident that today's going to be a win-win. So
it'll be up on Kream Developments on sale at some point.
That's right, yeah.
Have you got a price on it yet or not?
£4,500.
£4,500, yeah.
Full replacement, boot lid. Literally out of the box, bolt straight on, ready to go.
Nice. Cheers for that.
Thank you.
See him roll out.
You and his skinny arse. He can fit in there with his wallet, that bugger. So, no, we are... Wait, VR38 is a base. Standard block with some modifications. We've got increased size main studs. T1 crank, so Sonny Bryan crank, there from Tony and T1. We have Manly rods, diamond pistons. Tom I cams in this one, so it's 4.1 not 3.8.
So when you say standard block, you still stroked it?
It's still stroked, yeah, so the physical structure of the block, as in the cast side of it, the bore size is the same, the deck's the same. We've got a few modifications to it, strengthening usual sort of bits and pieces.
That's all done on the crank side, is it, to get that?
Crank and deck side as well. So shim a couple of the water jackets just to allow a little bit extra rigidity at the top of the cylinder. We have firing the heads on this one. So we've got a composite gasket which looks after the on-water side. Brilliant copper rings in the combustion chamber for the fire rings, which just allows that extra bit of stability.
Yeah.
It's just nicer. It does the job better. You're not relying on a gasket to do 3 jobs, you know. So it's proven it works. It takes boost well. Coolant pressure increase, other than what we'd expect to see for temperature increasing. There's nothing over the top, nothing there. So we know it's absolutely solid.
And the turbos on this one?
The turbos are large. So they are Alpha 2200X kit.
Is that a standard one that you run now? Is this a separate one just for this build?
Normally we'll tend, I mean, Boost Logic stuff's normally where we go, also Alpha stuff.
Yeah.
These are a pair of Precisions, 2200X kit from Alpha. They are monstrous.
Yeah.
Absolutely monstrous to the point where they actually come with instructions on which bits of chassis leg to remove and then reinforce.
Because this broke the record on your dyno, didn't it?
Yes, so we did 1826 wheel with half a bar to go.
Really?
And we were getting roughly 90 to 100 horsepower per 0.1 of the bar as we were
And the
working up.
inlet temperatures at that sort of...
It was not ideal, so we were sort of, I mean, you're always like the lowest always better. I believe we're around about mid-30s.
Okay.
So not horrendous. There's no nitrous, we've got nothing to spray it, just purely fuel and turbos.
And what ECU do you run on these?
Cybex, always Cybex,
yeah.
With good old Remain from Race Carl, absolute legend.
Yeah.
Just, it works. You know, he works with us, we work with him. He's a very, very clever guy. In GTRs, the relationship between Race Carl and JM Imports for years, particularly him and Jurgen, like personally as friends, the relationship's great.
Yeah.
We all work together, we all get on very, very well. He's just generally a really nice guy and very, very knowledgeable, which always helps.
So apart from that, do you have to build the gearbox, prop shaft?
So yeah, prop shaft is stock. We did have a DSS, I think it was a DSS prop on it.
Okay.
First launch obliterated it.
Really?
So you cannot beat a stock prop. They are unbelievably strong. Standard four-wheel drive shaft, they are a bit of a weak point.
Yeah.
We haven't had a problem with it. I think part of the time is, you know, today we're struggling for wheel spin. If we kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, we're going to damage
management
something.
under launch via the Cybex.
That's the thing, is just, you know, you don't want to push on a car if you're going to hurt it.
Yeah.
The car in general, it's a really nice thing, but it's also dry sump as well.
Okay.
Which is just, it has so many advantages just to keeping the oil flow, oil pressure consistent, longevity, performance gains as well. But the engine bay is so much neater and tidier.
Yeah.
You haven't got excessive breather systems. Just to look at it, you know, for doing what it's doing.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more room. It's just cleaner, it's crisper, it's neater, it's tidier, and everything's housed behind the bumper. So intercoolers behind, Magnus Motorsport dry sump system.
And you got a lot of space for a big intercooler there behind the rad?
Yeah, so that side of things doesn't really change.
Yeah.
We just utilise the maximum space we got with an intercooler. Then the dry sump side of things fits off to one side. So you can say that's basically that sack behind there with its catch can, its breather system. So no mess, no oil, no external catch cans, it's all housed, and again it's just neater, it's cleaner, it's tidier, it's more professional, but also the lifeblood of the engine, which is the oil.
So are you getting a lot of people now asking for these sort of setups? Because I've seen a few coming out of the out of the shop now.
Well, we've got, this was the first dry sump set we've run.
Yeah.
Very, very simple, but very, very effective. They do two kits as well. They do a two-wheel drive kit and a four-wheel drive kit. This is four-wheel drive still, so four-wheel drive kit. We've got another one sitting in the engine room at the moment, which is same setup but on aluminium rods. That's going to be used for top speed racing. That's also dry sump. And then Project Tango, new motor sitting there, ready to rock and roll.
Hamid.
That's Hamid, yeah. So obviously you were familiar with him from Empire last year with his 801.
I bet he's itching to get back out, isn't he?
Oh mate, poor kid, he's
Now that Rocky's done Rocky's a 7.9 or 7.89?
7.8 something.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember the exact numbers, and I'll probably get I'll get hammered for that. Yeah.
Itching to get back out and have a crack at that.
It's always been the goal. I mean, in America, they're, you know, 7s all day long, whereas we can do 8s all day long. Track preppers today is a big thing, but also weather, climate is a totally different thing. Related to the air as well. Well, it'll happen. To me, what we need to do is we need to get into the 7s and then repeat 7s. To me, if you were doing top speed stuff, you would have to do 2 runs and take an average. So to me, you know, like Jamie Lumley, he did a 7. But he's only done 1. Rocky and Buzz, they've done a 7, and hats off, they've worked damn hard. But they were here, they got rained off, they had an ETS problem. You know, it's one of those things.
I was here for nearly every one of them.
You never know what's going to happen, and it's so frustrating, especially when you come this far.
Then I missed him do it when he did it.
Typical. You just look away for it, you know, for 7 seconds, and that's it done. But no, I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal to see them do it. But as a JM customer, a JM car, we don't have. We've beaten all of our previous set records. Jurgen's been knocked off his perch by customer cars.
He's not even got the quickest Lamborghini anymore, is he? Isn't that Buzz's as well?
Potentially. Well, that's never ran yet, I don't think. So it's not run here that I know of.
Which one?
He's built one.
Oh, okay,
so
I've not seen that one yet.
Yeah, the green one, so that's Buzz's.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that's run here, but it's made some very, very impressive numbers on the roller. Well, on the roads, it was on a.
So I've got to wait for that to come out as well.
So,
then.
yeah, there'll be a green man popping up near roads very short. Super duper. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for your time, mate.
Take care, buddy.
Same setup as the last run.
Yeah.
Nothing dialed out of the launch or the boot or.
It's kind of, we need it where it is, so if we can't get it to hook up, we'll kind of get it to hook up. So 184 terminal, so it's got the legs, we know it can do it, but the prep's atrocious. So it's not just us saying it's like an excuse. Everybody's repeating it. So
yeah. Alright, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Driven by Jurgen, is coming round for one more run. If he can get that launch to stick, he's got the top end, he's just got to get that launch. So what do you make of that then?
7.5 was it?
Fucking right! Was not expecting that.
775.
Yeah, hang on. I absolutely over the fucking
Is that the UK best? What's the?
I don't know what Jamie Lumley says. It was a 7.7 something.
I think it's 7. Yeah.
But mate, that is just
Fucking well done.
awesome.
Well
Spot
done.
on. Thank you.
ABS lights come on and went, hold it up.
775. What was Lumley's?
776, so it's got the UK record.
So Jamie's won,
776.
and you just done a,
775.
and you got the Turp, the ET, that
So we
187.
beat the Jun Terminal, which is obviously 4 or 5 year old. We just picked Jamie as well. Actually, the ABS lights and everything come on.
Yeah.
So I was in my head, I was like, I'm gonna have to pack off because obviously. Yeah. So I was gonna back off because all the ABS lights come on. I was halfway through the run. I went, fuck, I'm holding on here now.
Hey, you smashed it.
Yeah.
You smashed it.
Bang on.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, I don't even remember what the numbers were. What was it?
I think it did it.
I think I read 189 on my phone.
So
I'm still
185.
shaking.
Yeah,
I'm still shaking.
Adrenaline, look.
Yeah, that was a proper run that.
Yeah.
So
What's the new UK record?
775 at 185 and 06.
So
Speed.
just
Wow.
on terms of the car as well, that's a full weight car, guys. Full exhaust, full interior, caged. All we've done is swap the wheels.
You know what? It's an absolute fucking honour to be part of it, bro. Absolute honour.
I've done it, Jimmy, smashing engine, Dean, all the support, all the lads back at JM, everybody.
Well done.
Everyone
Teamwork.
involved.
It must be the wing.
So that's it.
So are we saying it's the wing that did it then? Are we?
Yeah, it's
Is
the
that
wing.
what
I'm
it
not
is?
saying that. I'll let the pros say it.
So for sale soon.
It's the wings and the left ball.
That's it. Yeah, you know.
Big shout out to Mark, who's doing the shootouts with the 32. He just said there's no prep today.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, okay, just send it and hope for the best.
So potentially,
There's more to come.
yeah.
More to come.
Yeah.
I will see you guys next
Yeah.
year then, yeah?
Look forward to
and
the
I'll
video.
see you with how many
Thanks a lot.
cars down here next time?
God bless. Jeremy, Paul Speed.
Your car.
5,
4
my
or 5.
car, Hamid's car, Hard's car.
Get Ricky's back out.
There's about 5 or 6. Rocky as well.
Get them all out, man. Hit me
Yeah.
up and we'll be down to film
And
it.
actually, funnily enough, it's on my wheels for my DTR. and Rocky did the same. So these wheels are
they're the ones.
they're the lucky wheels.
Not the wing then, no?
Well,
And the wing.
literally bought the wheels for the Jun. They got loaned to Rocky.
Yeah.
They've been on the Jun for literally one pass, not even a launch. Oh no, sorry, it was a launch, one pass, but we had a network issue, so the car shut down. They've again gone onto this one.
That's wheels and tyres, yeah?
Wheels and tyres. It's Jurgen's lucky wheels.
Well done, man.
That's it. We're done.
Can you believe that, man? We hung on. I thought they were going to call it a day earlier on when they couldn't get no grip, but they've stayed down here, done one more run, and they've got a 7.75. I think it's 185 mile an hour. I'll check all my speeds later on, but that's a new UK record for a JM Imports built R35. We'll see them all out next year. Thanks for watching, guys.